Alright, warm-up talk. Hello, Metatronic.
Hello, Aki. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Are you doing okay?
Yes. It's looking forward to another Byte Battle. That last one was great.
Excellent. I think, are we on stream already? I think we are on stream, so let's get ready to have this next battle going. So that was an intense battle we just saw.
It was, yeah, right down to the wire with Flopping having to save a few bytes at the end. That was fun.
Oh my, so let's see what these two guys will get up to, the size coders, and you are of course known as Mr. Decay, so you can give us maybe some more insights to the platform itself.
Yeah, I don't think I've been known as Mr. Decay after this weekend, but had a huge amount more people come in, and so it's absolutely fantastic to see so many people doing things on the Decay, and yeah, it's just been amazing.
Yeah, absolutely, it's been so much fun, and these Byte Battles have absolutely been a blast as well. So yeah, I'm and also thanks to you as well for participating in the Byte Battles, doing a really good show.
Yeah,
unfortunately, you didn't make it.
Well, I was coming up against Newsan, who's done fantastic so far this weekend.
Yeah, it's also kind of unfair to be up against Newsan, to be honest. What a battle!
Well, I mean, he only had like 3 days to prepare, and so I think that was as fair as I could get.
Exactly. Yeah, fair enough. And it was like you did a great effect. So I mean, everybody brought their A game. It was so much fun.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's really nice to see all the different approaches as well. The size coders and the shader people, and then myself and a few of the old school people. Yeah.
Yes, you were Gasman. Yeah, absolutely. There was such a diverse group of people, all getting their hands dirty in the Decay, and it was absolutely lovely to see. And also how fast it is, and it seems easy, I say with big air quotes, to get into, because I have no idea how it works, but maybe I'll mess around with it at one point.
Yeah, it is pretty easy to get into, and you don't have much to think about. You don't have to think about hardware in the same way you do with old school. You don't have the huge amount of possibilities in the shader, so it's I encourage everyone to give it a go, and we'll have to do more Byte Battles.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so we're now getting ready. We're nearly there for the battle to start. And this is going to start. So yeah, get ready. Within a few seconds, it will be on Superogue versus Orbital Decay, who was just known as Orbi commenting with me. So he just had a quick break and has to go right onto the battlefield.
Yeah. Superogue going from all of the organizing.
And the countdown has started, but we don't see the screens. Here we go. The countdown has started, 25 minutes, and we didn't even see it because we couldn't see the Decay screens, but now we have just started. Orbi is greeting Superogue, and Superogue says, "I'm here," and he wants to type. Oh, and he censored himself. You can swear on this channel, but if you don't, then we won't either. So, okay, 25 minutes, and this is what they both do. They put comments in, which they then can delete.
Yes, it's a great trick. It keeps you into a lower limit because you're thinking, oh, I've already used 50 bytes.
Yeah, I see that. I think Superogue, he's commenting something out. Oh, and there we go. Orbital Decay within 30 seconds. Something on screen. He has been very meticulous and very fast in putting stuff on screens.
He knows so many size-saving tricks. In the last round, he removed, I think he's setting up for it again this time. If you put cheek equals load and then just a big string, you can save about 6 bytes, and he did that last time. So he seems to be prepared for real byte squeezing at the end.
Yeah, so this is going to be absolutely a battle of the size coders.
Yep.
And let's see how different it is from the previous battle, or maybe it's very similar, I don't know. Like, it's fun to see. I was kind of like, oh, it's like the shader coders against each other and the size coders against each other, but it's actually really fun to see their workings and then have a shader coder and a size coder in the final.
It will be, yes. And I think this time Orbi was talking about Newsan using primitives last time, and he's gone straight to using the pixels.
Yes,
so
he said that he's using the pixel, like all the size coders using the pixel, and he's like, yeah, it's interesting to see those takes, but I love, like I say, shader coders and size coders. Everybody now became a TIC 80 Byte Battle coder.
Yes. It's great.
So yes, 23 minutes, and yeah, some setting up.
Yeah, lots of setting up. Superogue seems to be, he's not using the pixel function in the same way. He's going to try and fill the screen just with one formula without sort of worrying about X and Y. Mm-hmm. We already got something now in Orbital Decay, an interference pattern sort of.
Over the editor.
Yes. Well, it's clearing the screen wastes 5 bytes. You can't be doing that.
Oh, absolutely. No, that's 5 bytes you absolutely need. So let's see, 22 minutes. So 2.5 minutes.
No, he's put in the clear screen. He heard me. Okay.
You don't have to. Like, that's 230 for Orbi, and it's 243 for Rogue, but he has a bunch of stuff.
Oh, already got a
oh, this is
now.
for Blueberry. He's gonna do a similar effect. He's got
the dithering as well. Fantastic.
Yeah, he's going for the plasma effect.
And worrying black screen from Orbi, but that happens sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not too worried as it's 22 minutes. Like, we have time enough. This is the time where you have some breathing room.
And Superogue just did the trick I was talking about, using tick equals load. So I think that's 6 bytes. They're definitely preparing to push the boundaries of the size limit. It's much harder to work on it that way, but it does happen.
They have to prove themselves, right? The size coders. That's what they do.
Yes.
It has to be an interesting fight as well. So absolutely. Absolutely intense.
Superogue, I think, is going to be prototyping then and just normal output and then move it into the saving thing.
A little prep work there, yeah. A lot of commenting. Haven't seen that much commenting happening.
Well, it just takes too much time and
he's doing a print again. He was really like, he wanted to have a print in his size-coded intro, just for like having a print in.
Well, I loved it in his first round. He ended up putting in the null string, which just types nil instead of hello. Fantastic.
No, that was a journey of like somebody really having a plan and just slowly decaying into.
Yes.
Just leave it. Nil. So let's see, 20 minutes. So 5 minutes in. Hello for Superogue. Oh, he just did a really quick. Oh, is it Orbital Decay? No, watch. Oh, it's so fast. No, Orbital Decay is still doing the NAND, yeah.
Yeah, but he's added Desire if you look in the top left of the screen.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Desire.
And he's got a smaller way of printing. I hadn't seen that before. That's cool.
Here we go. That saves a bunch of bytes.
Yeah.
So this was a really quick plasma to like shout out Blueberry, and then Rogue just goes on. I wonder what they'll end up with. And this is indeed a size code as well, so we see a lot of code happening now, a lot of setup happening right now.
Yeah.
And there we go.
I think we got the beginnings of the exclusive war effect going on then with Superogue, and we'll see what he goes up to.
Hello, he says. And I agree, it will be the first thing to go, is absolutely to print, but for now it's still in there, and there are still comments in there, and spaces, and everything you can still take out to save bytes. And they're both well in at this point, well in. Rogue is 251.
So we've got a lot of distortion and stuff happening in Superogues.
I wonder where he's going with this. And indeed, it's a very different take. It's a size coder's take.
Yeah.
And again, of course, there are no wrong takes. It's just awesome to see everybody's. Oh, he's going back. Rogue is going back with the Lovebyte rules. He's trying it again.
Is that a question mark? Of course it rules.
It's a question mark. I think he's been doing this for 3 days now. He's kind of like a little bit sleep deprived, a little bit tired. It rules, does it? It does. Rogue, it does.
He's competing after all the organizing he's been doing, dealing with the most executable entries submitted to any demo party ever.
He changed it to an exclamation mark, so that's good. Yeah, no, there was insane amounts of entries. And then again, they're only really small. Like, how long does it take to make a 32-byte intro? It's only 32 bytes. Oh, this is Orbital doing a zoomer, I think. Very slow.
Yes. Well, certainly the roto part of the roto zoomer now.
Yeah, it's not very zoomer, but this is very cool looking, actually.
Yeah, Superogue briefly had a comment there talking about how, there it's back now, sleep deprived.
Yeah. I love that he's censoring his swears.
Yeah.
Always so, like, modest and always so... He couldn't swear. We couldn't swear on the stream. It's for children! Yeah, I'm wondering where Orbital Decay is. It's a very calming effect, though. It's kind of like flying a drone over a bunch of fields.
Yeah, yeah. And, I'm starting to mess with the time, I think. That's pretty cool. So it should start speeding up and slowing down a bit, if that works out.
Here we go. 17 minutes on the clock.
Superogue saying, let's rotate this.
This B word. He's putting so many comments in. He's like 100 bytes over. Like so many comments.
Oh, but he'll get those back in no time.
Absolutely.
He's even still got that the plasma effect hidden up at the top, so that might be waiting for later.
Yeah, who knows? Like a backup effect. Interesting. He'd have 16 minutes on the clock, 16 and a half, so I have time enough still.
And Orbital Decay already under the base limit, so it's he's keeping that in mind throughout the whole thing, I think.
Yeah, he's very pragmatic as a coder, it seems. Very slowly building the pieces.
He's been figuring out all sorts of things about size coding on the TIC-80 for the past month, and been very generous with sharing them as well. So
nice.
That's been great on the Discord.
Awesome. Yeah, this is a very awesome thing altogether, the whole Lovebyte initiative. And for me especially, the Byte Battles have been so much fun.
Yes, absolutely. They're really fun to do. We'll have to try and set up some sort of a practice server or something so other people can have a go at it.
Yeah, I saw already some people in the Twitch thread, like Joby showed up. He's of course a Pico 8 grade.
Yes.
He needs to get into TIC-80 as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's a very good showcase this weekend has been for TIC-80, absolutely.
Oh, completely. We think even without the Byte Battle, we'll have 3 times as many TIC-80 productions at the end of this weekend as we did for the entire scene at the beginning of this weekend. So it's absolutely amazing.
Some very classic effect from Rogue here with the Lovebyte rules.
Yeah,
and he's at 400 bytes.
Orby's been working on the colors. And,
lovely. That color scheme, I will say the color schemes, as Orby explained, the way it's set up, but they're lovely color schemes. Really enjoying that. Visually very pleasing, which for me is also an important part, because I don't really understand the code that much, so when it helps when it's visually also just nice.
Yeah, it's good for code and good aesthetically, and you can move just straight through the palette, and even going over the top of it, they'll always look good, they all match. So we're at 14.5 minutes now, so we're approaching halfway.
Yeah, we're slowly getting to the 12, not even halfway, and we know that it's the... Oh, Rogue is shouting out Blossom for a trick.
That's very sweet. And yes, that is a really good trick that I didn't know a few days ago when I was doing this Byte Battle. You can save, I think, 5 or 6. And he's saying, I love you. That's very sweet as well.
It's very sweet. Just imagine Superogue delusional, sleep deprived, and still message the comment to his girlfriend. It's so lovely.
Yes.
Yeah, what a wonderful battle. And indeed, we're at a halfway point. We still have basically so much time. And also, yeah, no, it's the... Oh, and there is like did Orby put everything on one line already?
He's put it into a string. I mean, there is time left, but if you look at how much space Orby has left, it's trying to figure out what you can do with, 15 bytes?
Yeah.
In the next 15 minutes,
15 bytes. Madness if you think about it. Like, we're literally talking about single bytes, and it makes you appreciate that size limit as well when we live in a world where everything is 4K and huge and large and big. Yeah, it makes you appreciate, like, 1 byte to the 15 bytes makes a big difference. Appreciate the small things in life. It's a very humbling experience. Here we go. Nice Desire logo on there.
Yeah.
Just blow up the font and put some... I love that they both do something text-based. I know that Rogue wanted to do it. And of course Orby can't have that happen So he does it as well. Don't forget to vote, people. Let's see. Go to party, the Lovebyte party, and let's see who will face off against the winner of the previous round.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. As you said, shader coder versus the size coder. And,
yeah, I already predict it will be unjudgeable.
It
will be an insane round. It will be unjudgeable. 12.5 minutes passed, so we're over the halfway point. So, and only 12.5 minutes, but still, like half the time left. Yeah, Rogue is hacking over, but he has so many comments and things in there. He'll be fine. He knows what he's doing. Orby is in.
What he wants to keep.
Very classic effect for Orby. It's very nice. Very polished little zoomer with a logo. Not really a zoomer with a roto. That's an effect.
I don't know if he's trying to think of something else to do with it, or if he feels he's finished. I don't know.
If he's already like, say, I'm finished, it would be like, yeah, we talked about this before during the previous Byte Battles. At one point, you just go like, hey, there's not more I can do. But after halfway point, it'll be flax though, definitely.
I mean, you saw in the last round as well. Like, if you get to the last few minutes and think, oh, I'll just try something new, that's a huge risk.
Yeah, it's always. We saw it at the shader showdowns as well. Like at the end, changing something is such a risk, but also stopping is like I could have done more. I mean, Rogue is going all out still with his effects. Oh, he's doing.
I've just seen Orby is sort of rotating the different levels at different speeds.
Yes, but he does. And Rogue is still trying to figure out what he wants to do with his little plasma tunnel.
Yeah, it's getting
flash effect, little strobe warning here.
Yes.
So yeah, Orby is nicely in the limit. Rogue is absolutely, Rogue is still experimenting. I mean, he has 10 minutes, like, it's absolutely no reason to super worry yet. Just worry a little bit. Oh yeah, Orby is doing fun things.
Yeah.
Look at this, very cool.
That's great.
The desire is small again though, unfortunately. Just had to go back in the corner. Sometimes you have to sacrifice, but this is absolutely worth it.
Superogue seems to be working up towards sort of a plane effect, like the plane on top and the plane underneath, and sort of flies between it. I've always loved those. So.
I see the stream is absolutely reacting to Orby's effect. Don't forget to vote.
Starting to lose the comments from Superogue. He's
he's inside. Does he still have that plasma end though? He does. No.
No. He just took it out because of the size.
Yeah, he's going for the plane. But, Orby has a very nice effect going.
Yeah, that's doing great.
And indeed, at that moment, he could stop and nobody would be mad. But he has that time. 9 minutes on the clock. 9:09 just passed. So there is still time.
Plenty of time.
That's only when we get to that 5-minute mark, and then
yes, then the panic sets in.
Then the panic kind of sets in, and then you see it count down, and it gets very hectic. Rogue still has an "I love you" in. The buffer "I love you." This is cool, and again that cool color palette just makes it also.
Yeah, that's 0 color to 3, the third color, and it just looks good.
And I hope he gets to keep his Lovebyte rules this time.
Me too.
Because it does, it rules.
Yeah, absolutely. So many great compos and just huge amounts of entries. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, what a good way of spending a weekend, absolutely. I wonder where Orbital Decay seems to just go through his code and kind of he's fiddling with it a little bit, but 8 minutes on the clock, and you're watching the Lovebyte Byte Battle. Superogue changed up the colors, and this is that last bit of tweaking.
Yeah. I think Orby might have found a way to put the big desire back in. He seems to be looking for bytes so they can put it back in.
That would be awesome.
Good.
He's at 252 bytes. Rogue is at 266 at this point, and as you see, the countdown is at 338, 334. So that countdown also is like in the corner of your eye when you're coding, slowly ticking down.
Yes, and if it goes red, you start really panicking.
Yes, the orange is already not nice, but red is absolutely. Yeah. Oh, the last battle with Flopine, that was terrifying to watch.
It was.
I love she tried though. She tried to get that circle in. I was like, nope, nope, not today, not today, Satan, not today. But Lovebyte rules, and Rogue is right, and he has it nearly in size 266, 67. We're at 6, 7, just past the 7-minute mark, so we have time.
Yeah, he has to choose to remove the comment or remove the text. So we'll see what he chooses at the end.
This is between love and the oh my god, what a choice! What a Sophie's choice!
And Orby's saying he can't find the one byte that he wants.
Ah, it's the one byte.
Oh, that's heart-wrenching.
It is. And you have 6.5 minutes. You still have time, man. You still have time. There, I think the comment is getting optimized. Yeah. He's doing the best of both. Rogue is optimizing the comment and the text.
That's fantastic.
We would accept Lovebyte rules with just like without vowels.
I'm sorry, Orby's found the byte and he's got Desire up there. I think he moved it to the top of the screen, and that was the one character he needed.
So he is in size.
Yep.
He could just now say he's done. Maybe he did. Maybe he did.
And we have Superogue within the limit with both the comment and the text.
And
fantastic.
What a feat.
Yeah.
I love these trips. These battles are trips.
Yeah,
the journey is to like, and
it just shows you like the size coders are just completely thinking of size coding everything. How do you crunch, constantly? So they're doing it with text and doing it with comments. It's just
I love that he managed to keep the quote in as well. Lovebyte rules. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. 5 minutes on the clock. I think Orby is done. Orby just has his effect on the screen. I think he's done. He just moved the logo down a little bit, it seems.
Yeah, I think he had, he could move it up to 9, because 0 and 9 are the same amount of characters.
Yes.
But it's once you go to 10 that you start really getting in trouble.
I love that. It's just indeed 99 instead of 100. Save the bytes.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
That's Orby in the chat, yeah. Orby is done. Well done. Well in time and a fantastic effect. What an effort. And Rogue is still tweaking.
Yeah. He's
it's 5 minutes. I mean, it's fair.
He's trying to find the magic numbers that will sort of, that when the effect starts, you're sort of brought into it. And he seems to have got it with that one, actually.
Yeah, this is cool. Very cool. 4.5 minutes on the clock.
That real depth to Orby's effect.
Yeah, great work again from both of them. Like, it's wonderful effects. And again, such different takes on it. It's awesome to see that every round has a new take and just fantastic visuals for us to look at. And to vote for, so don't forget to vote. 254 for Rogue. Change the colors.
Yep.
Yeah, so the excitement will be on Rogue's part if he still will make us scared. But I think, Orbital Decay is absolutely done and can be very pleased with himself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we go. This is cool. The camera above. So cocky to have that comment in. I love it.
Yeah. He's looking for more bytes. So
he's scouring bytes off.
Oh, he's
so cool to see.
Yeah, there's if you do the trick he's doing now, you can write the number with an exponential. So it saves 2 whole characters or 2
Right.
bytes to do it that way, and then you get a bit on the bottom of the screen, which isn't overdrawn. So yeah.
He's 2 bytes. He has 2 bytes left now. Well, I'm really pleased that they both have their text in. 2.5 minutes on the clock, so we're at the end bit now. Rogue is still crunching. Orby is happily commenting in the Twitch chat. Look at that man still go. With like 8 hours of sleep for the whole weekend. Still cranking out an effect for us. Absolutely awesome.
Voting on pure adrenaline.
Yeah, pure adrenaline. Pure hype from the previous match.
Yes.
Wanted to be in there. 2 minutes. So yeah, we're gonna count down now. Meanwhile, Orby's effect is just taunting him. Being ready and all. He's 1 byte over.
Yeah, I think he's changed the way it starts up again a bit. And
I'm gonna leave this on with 1 byte over for like a minute. And just, okay, God. We will panic, like no matter what, we will panic at the end.
yes. Or he's gotten back under, or just to be, yeah. So again, just trying to figure out, and we might end up on color 9 because again, that color 12 is just 1 character too many.
Here we go, 256, he fits. When the last minute is ticking down, is this the end? Nope, he's going back in.
Oh, you almost removed the comment, but no.
He's got so far. 45 seconds, he got so far. You should leave it in for now.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't remove it at the end like that. And
no,
as you said, having text in both of them is really great. We saw Ryder use text as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There is a lot you can do with it. And,
yeah, no, you're right. Sorry, Ryder. Absolutely, he did wonderful things with text. Actually, with just text, mostly. Absolutely lovely evolution there. Yeah, I think also Rogue is done. 19 seconds. Yeah, I think they're both done.
Yeah.
We're counting down the last 10 seconds, but I'm so happy they're both done in time and in size. Lovebyte rules and desire. Vote for your favorite at party.lovebyte.party. And now the time 2-1 is officially over. Great battle from Superogue and Orbital Decay.
Indeed. Good luck to you both.
Fantastic round. Wonderful. And I'm happy that Rogue got his Lovebyte rules in.
Yes.
And Orby, indeed, wonderful. The parallaxing, rotating effects. Lovely. So let's see. Now vote and let's see who will be in the final tonight at 8 o'clock.
Yes. Yeah, that's gonna be exciting.
I don't dare to say it. It's so scary. I'm not going to make any predictions. Maybe it's all 4 of them. Big battle.
Yeah, I mean, Havoc can just quickly set up a 4-way overlay.
let's do that. Havoc is not stressed. So yes, let's take a look at this effect one more time. That was Rogue on the screen. Here is Orby's on the screen.
Yeah.
Great battle. Fantastic work. So thank you so much, Metrotronic, for joining me in the voiceovers. And we'll see you all later tonight for the final of the Byte Battle. And what a journey it has been. I can't wait. See you later. Thank you so much.